Can I get a year? Can I please get a year? Now, a couple of things before I begin with this review. I am trying something different. The audio might come off as shit. I don't know. Please, guys, let me know in the comments how the audio is coming off. I explained this before that I am having issues with the mic. I'm gonna play the feedback, see how it's coming off. Are we good? We're good. We're good. So, anyway, ladies and germs, dorks and mother flowers out there, this is your Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill review. What's up, everyone? What's up, Jurgen? What's up, Metal Skull? What's up, Big Mike? What's up, Corvin? All you crazy, sick, twisted mother flowers out there. This is around the point. It feels like forever, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. Not only am I gonna cover Hard to Kill, I'm gonna talk about Marty Scurll. I'm gonna talk about some other stuff in there in between. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys as well. I did not watch not one lick of wrestling this whole week. I did not. Not because, oh my God, I just haven't really. I didn't have the time. I really did not have the time at all. A lot of stuff has happened, if you will, kicking off 2020. But it is what it is. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful, or had a wonderful weekend, whatever it is that you did, whether you went out, celebrate with your family and friends, or watch some football and stuff like that. And yeah, there you go. So I'm also trying something different as well. The cam is literally on my table, if you will. So it looks like I'm not looking at the lens. Like, that's always been my issue, trying to look at the lens. But hey, it is what it is. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up and share this video throughout your entire social media platforms. If you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. So yeah, let's get into one more thing I'm gonna do here. One more thing I'm gonna do, because why the fuck not? Fuck it. There you go. Fuck it. Hard to Kill. What can I say? Honestly, they fucking did it. They act like I want it all. Don't act. Hey, Steven, don't act like I want it all. LOL. Okay, if you will. Hard to Kill happened, and they finally pulled the trigger on Tessa Blanchard. They finally gave Tessa Blanchard the world title. She is, to my recollection, the first woman to win a male world title in any major promotion. Despite what happened yesterday with her tweet regarding women needing to support each other and the backlash that came from it, you would think that Impact would have second thoughts on putting the belt on her, but they didn't. They went through with their plan, and it happened. Here's the thing about it, okay? Yes, Tessa is an amazing performer. No one's taking that away from her, okay? No one is taking that away from her. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. To me, Tessa Blanchard right now is to Impact right now what AJ Styles was to Impact years ago. She is the new AJ. And if you lose Tessa Blanchard, it's a wrap. It really is. And let's be real about it. Yes, there's people out there that are in support of her winning the belt. There's people that are against it. To me, honestly, it's all for a buzz. Don't be surprised if tomorrow, because I know they're doing tapings too, for like I think the next 2 days or so of tapings, don't be surprised if she drops the belt in one of these 2 days of taping. It's going to happen. Okay? But guys, give me your thoughts in the comment threads below. Your thoughts on Hard to Kill. Also, rest in peace, La Parca. Your thoughts on Hard to Kill. Did you enjoy the show or not? Give me your thoughts in the comment threads and all that fun stuff. Or not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. So, to me, honestly, the show was a hit and miss. I actually, believe it or not, I paid whatever the fuck it was, like $40 on Fight TV to watch it. On Fight TV. I did. Why the fuck not, right? Once in a while, show some support. Why the fuck not? Also, by the way, I am now an iPhone user. Once again, the first time in 10 years I have an iPhone again. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Okay? But it is what it is, okay? Anyway, let's get into the review. Let's get into the matches, okay? let's get into the matches, if you will. We kick things off here with Ken Shamrock and Madman Fulton. The match went about 9 minutes. The match was okay. Nothing really to go crazy about, other than Shamrock did like a dive to the outside off the top rope, which was crazy to see at his age. To be honest here with you, I didn't really expect much from this match, to be honest. I really didn't. Shamrock is still there. It's amazing at his age he's still going. You know what I mean? But that was what it was. At the end of the match, Shamrock basically beat him with a submission hold, and Madman Fulton verbally had to submit. So I guess the whole thing was, hey, Shamrock is still the world most dangerous man, right? And he's able to make this big monster, right? The monster of OVE to submit verbally, which was impressive. It is what it is what it is. It's impressive. I know I keep on saying it is what it is, but reality, it is what it is. Honestly, nothing to go crazy about at the end of the day. But let's see what they go here with Shamrock going forward and stuff like that. They did mention on commentary that Shamrock was the first Impact World Champion, so there's that too. I'm gonna say this too. Commentary was so corny. Josh Matthews, I said this before, I'll say it again. Josh Matthews is the biggest cornball on commentary. I'm sorry, but he is. He tries way too hard for no fucking reason whatsoever. So after that, we get Ace Austin versus Trey Miguel for the X Division Championship. I actually enjoyed the match. And again, you're talking to a guy, and I'm going to be honest about this. I don't watch Impact. I don't watch Impact every single Tuesday. People tell me that I should. It's good. It's better than what it was years ago. And I can agree to some extent. The wrestling has never been an issue. But from the from like the little play video that they did, right? For the little video package, if you will, they describe the story here. Here's Trey Miguel, right? He gets this opportunity to get a shot at the X Division title, and here's Ace Austin, who's a champion, and he has a thing for Trey Miguel's mom, and who would not, right? Who would not have a thing for Trey Miguel's mom, right? She looks like a fucking babe, right? And that pissed off Trey Miguel. And he's fighting with emotion here, right? And now the story, I think, also in this match, that he was wrestling with emotion, right? They made you believe in a certain moment that, hey, Trey Miguel was going to win the X Division Championship. They had you believe it. They had his mom literally sitting in the front row, as beautiful as she looked. But when it was all said and done, Ace Austin picked up the win, retained his championship. And it's funny because you see Trey Miguel, he's leaving, right? He's leaving ready to go back to the back to the locker room, right? And you see him like this in tears almost. He's crying to his mom. His mom is hugging him to console him and shit. And then out comes Ace Austin, and Ace Austin is wanting Trey's mom to give him a kiss. And you see Trey just running back to attack Ace Austin. But at the same time, this is there's a story that's going to still continue. Because that's Impact Wrestling for you too. Impact Wrestling, for whatever reason, still to this very day, after all these years, still don't know how to finish a storyline. They don't. And they'll use a pay-per-view to carry over to Impact and stuff like that. But it looks like we'll have another match down the road. It looks like we will. After this, we had Taya Valkyrie versus Jordan Grace versus ODB for the Knockouts Championship triple threat match. I honestly thought this match was there. Nothing to go crazy about. Again, like I said, this was a hit and miss show. Reading the comments here too. Shamrock solid till the dick flip. Lost a little respect for him as a wrestler after that. If Impact loses Ken Shamrock, is a wrap. He's Impact Kurt Angle. If they lose him by Impact, I don't know about that, but okay. Whatever you say, Elijah, whatever you say. But back to the triple threat match, though. And again, to me, it was just there, right? Nothing to really go crazy about here. I'm going to say this, too, and I wonder, where is Tennille Dashwood in all of this? To me, I feel like Tennille Dashwood, and again, you're talking to someone who does not watch Impact. So maybe there was a match, and she didn't make the cut. Who the fuck knows, right? But I know it looks like I'm not looking at the lens, and I know it is what it is, okay? Roll with it. There's a moment in the match where it looked like it really did that Jordan Grace had the match won. And Johnny Bravo, I don't know why the fuck he's still there, but he is, right? Gets on the apron, distracts the referee, whatever. and I guess Jordynne Grace goes to try to attack him, whatever, and then Tye Valkyrie steals the win. She steals the win and retains the Knockouts Championship. So Tye Valkyrie is still the longest reigning Knockouts champion in company history. Good, awesome. I don't know how long it'll be. Who will probably take the belt off of her? I don't fucking know. We shall see. Guys, chime in your thoughts. Who do you see taking the belt off Tye Valkyrie and all that fun stuff? Okay. If it was okay, match between all three of the ladies, yeah, it is what it is, Jurgen. I guess so. We then go to Brian Cage versus Rob Van Dam. Now, speaking of Brian Cage, per SoCal Uncensored, Brian Cage has signed a multi-year deal with All Elite Wrestling, AEW. He is now AEW bound. And cool, good for him, which explains why the match ended the way it did. It was a no contest, apparently. And again, I turn around for like 1 second, and I see Brian Cage just laying there, and he has blood. I guess he's coughing out blood. I guess they did the whole thing where they put the chair around the dude's neck and they stomp on him and shit. And that's what really caused him to not continue going with the match. So early on, right, like there's like a backstage interview with Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes, who's his girlfriend and stuff like that, right? And they're doing this interview, and out comes Daga, right? And he's in Rob Van Dam's face, nothing serious. So during the match, Daga comes out again to try to check out Brian Cage because they're friends, right? And in all of this, Daga takes Brian Cage's spot. So we have another impromptu match, Rob Van Dam and Daga. It doesn't really go far either. Van Dam gets to win. So Van Dam pulls 2 matches here and gets an impromptu win. What a night. And then he celebrates with his girlfriend and I guess his girlfriend's girlfriend. So lucky him, bro. Lucky Rob Van Dam, yo, seriously. So there's that. We then get Eddie Edwards versus Michael Elgin. And this is for Edwards' Call Your Shot trophy. I guess it's like their Money in the Bank briefcase, whatever the fuck it is. Listen. Many years ago, was it? No, my bad. No, it was not. I was confusing Eddie for Davey, right? For whatever reason. But I guarantee you, these two guys had a match in Ring of Honor. I want to believe. These two had a match in Ring of Honor, and it was probably better than what you saw here. I'm not saying this match was bad or anything. It just really wasn't my cup of tea, okay? Because I've seen these guys have better matches before. Why is he rocking dreads? Why? Seriously. Honestly, to be real with you, and it's a shame. It's a real shame. But Eddie Edwards, to me, looks like a weekend wrestler. Someone that wrestles on the weekends. That's it. Whatever. Content. Fine. But that's what he comes off as. Like a local wrestler that wrestles on weekends only. At the local. That's what he looks like right now. And it's a shame because we know how good he is. We know how he deserves much more. Right? The match literally ends with Edwards countering the buckle bomb into a sunset flip for the 1-2-3, and Eddie Edwards remains as his trophy for the Call Your Shot. So I guess again he gets a world title match or any championship of his choosing whenever he wants, basically. So there's that. Read some comments here, by the way, as well. Read some comments from you guys that are chiming in here. Culture Club Wrestling, sup? How you doing? I see Cage. I can see Cage go to AEW. AEW signs Austin Gunn, Billy Gunn's son to also. Yeah, wow, I heard about that too. Can't wait to see clips of Cage selling for the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and the like. Okay. Jordynne Grace is an okay wrestling, not my cup of tea. ODB is a good wrestler, but love her character. And Taya is Taya. She's that good of a wrestler. Okay, not bad. Imagine Matt Hardy leading the Dark Order in AEW. Honestly, it could be. But I said this on Twitter, and this tweet went viral in a way. An idea that I pitched was, if you really want someone to run the Dark Order, I would honestly have it be James Mitchell, Sinister Minister, be the one to run the Dark Order. That's just me, of course. I would have him be the one. I get what people say, Matt Hardy and this and that, but honestly, I will believe more of a James Mitchell than I would of a Matt Hardy. That's just me, of course, guys. Again, give me your thoughts in the comments below. We continue on with this card. Also, they announced that Impact Wrestling is returning to pay-per-view sometime in April 2020 for Rebellion. This time in New York City. They're not going to Queens. They're not going to freaking what's that venue that they always do? I'm gonna say La Boom, but it's not La Boom. It's where MLW does their shows, right? They're not going there. They're going to Terminal 5 in Manhattan. Now, anyone that's been there before, I'm gonna say this right now: Terminal 5 is a shit venue. From my experience being there, Final Battle 2014 for Ring of Honor, it's a shit venue. Okay, I'm surprised that Impact Wrestling didn't try to get the Grand Ballroom. I think that would have been a better fit, in my humble opinion. But it is what it is. It's fine. I might go. I don't know yet, but I'm still up in the air. I am going to AEW when they come over to the Prudential in March, so there's that too. Skater right here. So we go from that, right? We get to Judas Messias will fit better in Dark Order. Wrestling is dead. You put your world title on a female. What a joke. Impact, please go out of business. All right, Dominico. To each their own, man. Again, to each their own, guys. Again, everyone has a point of view on it. It's fine. No one's right. No one's wrong. At the end of the day, I want to believe. I know it comes off like, oh, you're being such a fucking social justice person, but no, I don't think so. I don't. Again, to each their own. 1 second here. I'm gonna see how the. Please go out of business. All right, Dominico. There you go. You guys kicking ass. Awesome. You guys kicking fucking ass right now. From there we go to Moose versus Rhino, the battle of the Gore versus the Spear. Moose was channeling his inner Macho Man Randy Savage. This match was okay. For what it was okay. They had weapons involved, stuff like that too. Rhino can still go. It's amazing, even though it's amazing to think like he was in WWE a couple months ago, right? And they did nothing with him here in Impact. Like he's featured in a pay-per-view match. Obviously, he's a veteran, so of course he would be. Moose is another person that I feel like deserves more, in my opinion. I could see Moose going to AEW down the road, in my humble opinion as well. The match, again, for what it wasn't really that bad. Basically here, Moose won with his version of the spear, and that's how he won the match. So Moose went over. It's good to see the veterans put over the young talent. We then get to the Tag Team Championship match for the Impact World Tag Team. Oh, by the way, all the titles now they re-updated the title. So now the belts, they're no longer like the silver and like turquoise blue. Now it's silver and red. I don't know why. It's whatever. Like, I swear to God, Impact Wrestling has spent so much money in just the championship belts alone. In all the years that they've been around, they've blew so much money on championship belts. It's insane. It really is insane. Like, make up your fucking minds already, seriously, with these fucking titles. We get the North of Ethan Page and Josh Alexander defending their Impact World Tag Team Championships against Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Now, Rich Swann had an injury, so they did this whole thing where he was not clear to compete. So Willie Mack had to go at it alone, a 2-on-1, and he held his own for what it was. There's a moment in the match where you thought he had the match or literally won. He had a Canadian Destroyer, I want to say, off someone's shoulders and stuff like that. Got a good near fall. There's a moment where, again, you thought he had it won. The referee did the 1-2, and I think Ethan Page pulled the referee out of the ring, wanting a DQ. But at the end of it all, to no avail, the Dark Order, the North retained the Impact World Tag Team Championship. I said this before, I'll say it again. When they formed, right, it would have been really cool if you would have added Scott D'Amore as their manager. And you would bring back, I guess, in a way, Team Canada. And I'm always going to say that still to this very day. But that's, again, something that I think will be cool in this whole situation with the North. But, hey, it is what it is. Okay? Matt Hardy because of his broken gimmick. Yeah, fine, I guess so. But to me, nah. If you guys have questions too, guys, send in your questions. I'll be answering questions as well at the end of this whole thing. Okay. We then get the main event, and oh boy, this is what people were so like. The reason why you watched the show. Let's be real about it. This is why you watched the show. This is what this show led up to. Like I said before, the show to me was a hit and miss. And this, I felt like, okay, finally, let's get this over with, right? Here's the thing. If you're to ask me, okay, pick one. Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan from Slammiversary 2019, or Tessa versus Sami for the world title here at Hard to Kill. Make your pick. I'm picking from Slammiversary. I thought that match was a little better than this. I'm not saying, oh my god, this match was the bleeding shits, because no, it really wasn't. The first half of the match, I thought was, okay, here's Tessa getting all these shots in. Here's Sami taking his shots as well. Here's Tessa screaming, begging to stop, and again, Sami also selling to and shit. They start off with Sami hitting the Cactus Jack pile driver onto Tessa, opening the match. Then to a Magnum. They worked on Tessa's legs here as well. And it's funny because on commentary, Josh Matthews said that, Tessa Blanchard could be more better by tonight than Randy Orton. Because, again, they're both third-generation wrestlers and shit like that. Which I laughed. I fucking laughed at, to be honest. Okay? I laughed at that, to be honest with you. And then the second half of the match, it picked up. They got you on a roller coaster ride. Like, you knew where they were going to go with. You knew it. All right? Stevie Wonder could see where this was going to. Let's be real about it, okay? They finally pulled the trigger. They pulled the trigger, and Tessa Blanchard is now the women's champion. And now, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Tessa is to Impact now what AJ Styles was to Impact many years ago. She is their AJ Styles. She is the face of the franchise of that company. And yes, there was issues yesterday on social media with apparently her being a racist and this and whatnot, and people speaking out, people within the business speaking out. And you would think Impact would, hey, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's put the belt. Let's have Sami still retain the championship. But no, they went through with their whole thing. They stuck to their game plan. And in some way, that can be commendable. That being said, to me, and I'll say this again, this was Impact Wrestling trying to get a buzz, trying to get people to talk on social media, and they have, and they are. They're talking on social media. Oh my God, Tessa Blanchard won the World Heavyweight Championship, the first female to win a world title. Granted, I said that I can remember, but at the same time, Sexy Star won the Lucha Underground title a couple of years ago in Lucha Underground. So there's that as well. So yeah, there's that. And again, I honestly don't think that it'll be a lengthy run. Don't be surprised she'll drop the belt at this coming set of tapings tomorrow or Tuesday. I predict that as well. So there's that. That was more of a moment thing. And at the same time too, I don't see Tessa staying in the company. She's, to me, AEW bound once her deal is up with Impact Wrestling. So there's that. That was Hard to Kill. Again, to me, the show was a hit and miss. So yeah, that was basically it. Now let's talk about some Ring of Honor, ROH people. Oh my God, Ring of Honor. So it's been reported that Marty Scurll has re-signed with Ring of Honor. Not only did he resign and got a big fucking, for big money, but he's now the head booker of Ring of Honor Wrestling. And he can also work for NWA. Holy shit. If that does not scream desperation by Ring of Honor, I do not know what the fuck is. And here's the thing about it, okay? Yes, Marty's a good wrestler. No one's denying that, okay? But is it really, if you're Ring of Honor, you got to ask yourself this question. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth, if you're Ring of Honor, to throw that much money, literally the key to the castle, to Marty Scurll? Now, people are saying, could this mean that we could see a potential AEW Ring of Honor crossover? No, that's not happening. No, it's not. to me, Ring of Honor, and I hate to say it, is right now where Impact was in 2013, 2014, part of 2015. Sinking ship. Hate to say it, but it's true. But we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens, guys. Give me your thoughts on Marty Scurll running Impact Wrestling and all that fun stuff. You really think AEW will touch Tessa with all the controversy surrounding her? Why? I mean, her dad works there, right? So there you go. So there's that. Middle school, Tessa and Chelsea were having a feud on Twitter. That's true as well. Almost people who talk about Tessa Blanchard and how she won the World Championship, and they're just jealous. I'm not jealous, but I don't think people are jealous, bro. Here's the thing about, ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. Do you really think Tessa Blanchard, outside of Impact, do you see her, okay, let's say she goes to AEW, do you see them putting the AEW World title on Tessa Blanchard? No. I get it, we're in this whole women's evolution thing and, you know, women main eventing, but the Impact just went all literally just hold my beer, basically. But at the same time, no, I don't see that. I don't think it's a jealousy thing, because again, I don't think, honestly, outside of Impact that's happening. But again, Tessa Blanchard is the franchise of the company now. She is their AJ. And if you're Impact, you lose Tessa Blanchard, it's a wrap, homie. It's a fucking wrap. Chelsea was complaining and she was talking down on her. I heard about that too. I heard about that as well. So the whole thing with Marty Scurll, kind of crazy, but what can you expect? I did hear that on Raw, Brock Lesnar is entering the Royal Rumble at number 1. I have no problem with it at all. I have no problem with it. For the simple fact that, let's be real about it, who do you have challenge Brock for the championship? There's nobody right now. I'm not saying Brock put in the fucking Rumble match. Hell no. It'd be funny if he did. But to see him have some exchanges with some people, because again, you gotta believe is people from Raw, people from NXT, people from SmackDown. Hey, let's see an exchange between Brock Lesnar and Matt Riddle, Brock Lesnar and Keith Lee. Just saying. I'm all for that. I really, really am. Also, Big Show returned in the main event of that 6-person tag with Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe versus Rollins and AOP. Oh well. Big Show's back. Great. Tully isn't involved in any recent controversies revolving around him being a racist, though. Tessa does. And that's true. But you got to remember, Tessa's dad works for AEW. So that's like the connection almost, if you will. But we'll see. Again, we'll see what happens once her deal expires. We'll see what happens. Okay? But again, guys, if you at this point, if you have questions for me, send in your questions right now. Drop them in. I'll do a little quick Q&A with all you people out there. And all that fun stuff. It's, again, I am now an iPhone user. Holy crap. The first time in 10 years. It's insane. It really is insane. Before they turned into a goofball these past couple of years, I'd have Braun challenge Brock. Yeah, and then look what happened to him. They have him lose to Brock multiple times. They have him dancing with the New Day. So nah, I do not, honestly, no. I have no desire to see Braun Strowman challenging for any championship anytime soon. They turned into a goofball these past couple of years. You guys are kicking ass, by the way. God damn, pal. Keith Lee is going to be a big star. I want Tommaso Ciampa to be the next big star for WWE. Yeah, I agree with that. Keith Lee has money written all over him. Keith Lee is someone that I feel like, honestly, when he faced Roman at Survivor Series in that whole Survivor Series match, him losing did more for him than even if he would have won, in my humble opinion. He benefited more from losing than winning that match. So there you go with that. Also, I said this earlier, I'm going to say it again, rest in peace to La Parka. Very sad, very tragic, but it's sad. It really, really is sad. Not Keith Lee. But you said Keith Lee, though. Sir Sami Callihan, right? Here's the thing, too. I feel like at the same time, what kind of gets me, too, and many people as well. Sami Callihan was made to be a transitional champion here. Kind of was. Kind of sad, but what can you do? If you have questions, guys, feel free to send them in. Send in your questions, people. Send them in. Why the fuck not? I'm going to go on Twitter right now. See what the fuck's popping on Twitter right now. Because I know a lot of motherfuckers are tweeting a lot of shit out right now. And also, a woman beat Sami Callihan. Yeah, no shit. A woman beat Sami Callihan. Of course, it happens. Next Saturday, Conor McGregor's fighting. Cowboys for RONI. Can't wait for that one either. That should be exciting. Really, really should be exciting. I think also it's Hard to Kill. Is it next week? It's Hard to Kill next week? I'm curious on that. I could be wrong on that one, but I do believe Hard to Kill is coming up real soon. My bad, not Hard to Kill. Hard Times. Holy shit. Hard Times, Hard to Kill. Fucking hell. All these hard names and shit, right? All these papers involving the word hard. Kind of crazy, right, when you think about it? Kind of insane. A woman beat Sami Callihan. Yep. Indeed it happened. Dealio. Nelly. So yeah. Steven, what am I saying? What I am saying is I wanted Ciampa to be the next big star instead of Keith Lee. Yeah, that's fine, but again, Ciampa got hurt. So that's what happened. You know what I mean? Ciampa got hurt, but you saw what you saw, you know? But Ciampa in a way is a star as well, I think. Granted, he doesn't want to go to the main roster. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to go to the main roster, so there's that too. Who do you think will win the Royal Rumble? Who I think will win the Rumble? Honestly, in a perfect scenario right now, I'll go with Drew McIntyre. However, the way that they're going, I'd say Roman Reigns. Because they want to do Roman and The Fiend. So there you go with that. And complete the whole comeback story. Keith Lee is one of the best in NXT, but having him in the main roster is a mistake because Vince is an egomaniac. We'll see. I mean, apparently Vince has a liking to Keith Lee from what I heard. So I don't know about that part of him being an egomaniac, if you will. I don't know. Well, guys, listen, it's about to be midnight over here. I have work at 9 in the morning, so I'm about to close it down here. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. I know this was like a short version of Around the Point. We'll be back in full swing next week or sometime this week as well. I might even do an extra coming up within the week, so keep your eyes peeled on that one. Thank you all for tuning in today. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video stream, the podcast, a big old thumbs up. Share through social media. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. This has been Around the Point. Peace out, y'all. Happy week to all of you.